And I must admit that in my nightmares, I couldn't believe that we will have to wait so many years and still not to have a permanent agreement. That we don't have a better the recognition is again something which is ongoing since 1988. That was when the Algiers resolution of the PLO was taken. That is when they actually accepted the idea of a partition of the land. They are referring there to the UN resolution for 1947, which they rejected, or their parents rejected. And now I believe that more and more people, not only in the world, but also in Israel, understand that without a Palestinian a recognition of the Palestinian state, but mainly the establishment of the Palestinian state, we cannot have real peace in the Middle East. And Israel cannot remain Jewish and democratic because it will find itself ruling more Palestinians than Israelis. Well, in the past, we had to work on solutions for the outstanding issues that were mentioned in the Oslo Agreement. What does it mean? It means Jerusalem, the Palestinian refugees, the borders, and the future of the settlements. The point is that when we finished the negotiations on Oslo, there were about 90,000 settlers in the West Bank. Today it is 500,000. No Israeli prime minister is going to evacuate hundreds of thousands of Israelis from the West Bank. People still believe that the problem is, what are we going to do with the refugees? Or where the border will lie between Israel and Palestine. No, these are soluble problems. The one which has not been tackled is the issue of the settlements. Now, our idea is that the Israelis who will find themselves in the future side of the border in the Palestinian state will be allowed to remain where they are, that nobody will have to move or to be evacuated. And they will be Israeli citizens, as they are today, and will become Palestinian permanent residents and will have to obey the Palestinian law. On the other hand, the same number of Palestinian citizens will be allowed to come to Israel to become Israeli permanent citizens and remain Palestinian citizens, to become Israeli permanent residents and remain Palestinian citizens. This is the idea. Yeah, peace is possible. I mean, we are not unique, neither the Palestinians nor the Israelis. There is no way to explain why should the whole world live in peace and only we have to kill each other all the time. It's really, I mean, I cannot accept it when somebody tells me that we have to live on our soul. Well, speaking about Hamas will be out of the picture. I mean, the fact that the Palestinian president, Mahmoud Abbas, said in his speech in the UN just a few days ago that Hamas will not run for the elections once there is election. There are many names on the Palestinian side. And since Mahmoud Abbas is not young, the names are mentioned, have been mentioned already 10, 20 years. So I don't believe that there is scarcity of leadership on the other side. I'm worried about leadership on our side. And there are different people. I mean, it is not our role to nominate them. We will have to accept anybody who is not trying to convince his people to fight Israelis, but to make peace with them. The political problem in Israel is that Bibi Netanyahu, the Prime Minister of Israel, decided more than 2 years ago, almost 3 years ago, to include in his government people who should have never, ever been in any government in the world. The extremist of the extremists in Israel. Now, he did it because otherwise he couldn't have a majority. If the leaders don't want to make peace, there will be no peace. The people should help them. The people should support them. The people should meet with each other